Hey guys, Andrew from McNasty Customz. I figured I'd shoot a little video right here and show you something a little bit different. This is something a lot of people ask me about when they see it. They've never seen one before and they're surprised. Wow, that thing's cool. What is it? And they don't actually realize exactly what this is. So this is a 1985 25-cent automated ride for kids that they used to put out in front of department stores. So you'd go shopping with Ann and Hope or something like that when you were a kid with your parents or so on, and you would come outside and they would have the rides out. There was always like a 3-horse merry-go-round, sometimes there was a helicopter one, a spaceship one, and so on, a boat. Well, they used to have these as well. So this is a 1985 Tri-Zinger 60. This is an actual Tri-Zinger 60. They bought these things brand new from Yamaha, and they welded a plate on the bottom of the frame and they bolted it on the lower section there. This is an actual 100% real motorcycle. So what they do is they pull all the plastic off of it. They take the gas tank off of it. This one they took the electrical off of. They took the gas tank off of, all the original plastic. This seat and fender setup here is fiberglass. This way it doesn't break, it doesn't crack, and then the sun fading and so on doesn't destroy it. This is actually all cast in one piece. The gas tank, the seat, and the fenders are all one piece, and then the front plate and front fender over there are also one piece. And they paint these, obviously. The seat is painted. It's got a seam in it and everything to look like the real machine. And they put a gas cap on here, which this one is actually missing the gas cap. And they take off some of the main components of the machine. They pull the string out of the pull start, so you can't sit there and be pulling the motor over. It has a spark plug in it, but they took the electrical and they took the carburetor off of it. These are real tires. This is real axle. I mean, this is a real three-wheeler that they took the body off of and they swapped it around. These tires are brand new. I'm going to do some close-ups on it so you can see it as well. The tires have obviously never been ridden. They all hold air. All the bearings and obviously everything. So if you wanted to at one point in time, I guess you could have just went up to the ride with a socket and you could have took the tires home and had brand new tires on your machine that was wore out. This has the full exhaust on it. It has the brakes, but they took the cables and everything off. They took anything off that the kid was a child would have an issue with or play with, like a caught on or anything like that. They took all of that stuff off. So there's no gas tank, no electrical, and no carburetor. There's none of that stuff. But everything else, so you can't sit here and pull the engine over. But it's real foot pegs, real engine, real frame, real forks, axles, everything in here. The rest of it is all complete. I'm going to do, like I said, a walk around so you get a little idea on it. But these things were all over the place at one time, and now they're super rare. This one is in beautiful condition. And a full-grown adult can ride on this thing, which I'm going to show you. I mean, simple. It was simple electronics. Very simple. You drop a quarter in, and it works. And all the mechanism, some of these made noise. They had a speaker and so on that would, I don't know, just wah, but this one doesn't have it. Other than that, this thing's in great condition. What I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you how this thing works. So, even the big kids could ride on this. Even though this thing is tight. All you had to do was simply drop a quarter in and it will run for about a minute, 60 seconds, a minute and a half-ish. But this, all you do is just drop it in. See, this is the shit right here. I feel like I'm 8 years old. I mean, popping wheelies on this thing. It's just sick. What? If the ladies could see me now. Alright. I'm gonna ride this thing out. It's all in the waist. Okay, shut off. Try Trying to make a video here, buddy. And I'm going to do a little walk around and I'm going to show you. I'm enjoying this ride. Should be wearing a helmet. Okay, stop. See, now you never wanted this to stop when you were a kid. You wanted to go on forever. I just want this thing to stop right now because I can't, you know, I kind of want to finish this video up real quick, but. And there you go. There you have it. So now she's shut down. There you have it. So this thing will completely ride an adult. I'm sure they took that into consideration when they were making this thing. That's why they changed all the plastic so it wouldn't get broken and so on. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do a quick walk around with the camera and see some of these parts. I'd like to show you a few things that they did to try to dummy proof this thing. So obviously, like I'm saying, this thing is in great condition on both sides, obviously. The tires are brand new. You can see the motor there, spark plug, somebody's painted it. One thing they did do is, you're going to be tough to see on this camera, they put a little tiny bead of weld here. Try to move that one. They put a tiny bead of weld there to lock the forks into place on each side. I mean, this one, I don't want to touch this up because this is the original the way it was, so I don't want to sit there and touch up the black paint. I mean, it's easy to touch that up, but I just don't want to. This unit is actually for sale. I'm going to be selling this, but you can see spark plug. See the cylinder. Pull start. You can see where it's shaft driven. Original pegs. Well, these might be after. I don't know about these. These are adjustable. These, yeah, they got to be the original pegs. It looks like they're adjustable. I don't know if the factory ones were. Look at the brand new rear tires from 1985. We'll go around the back. Still got the wheelie bar, obviously. It's got the full exhaust. Here's where the exhaust tip comes out around the back. So the exhaust comes in through here, around, and back through this this weird looking exhaust all the way down here and out. See how brand new the tires are. I don't have the right lens on this camera for this, but you see the full differential is where the brakes used to be and still move, or supposed to be. And you can see that they work. So I roll the tire. So the brakes are all in there and brand new and still work. Like I said on the seat earlier, they even put the lines in the seat to make it look like it was a stitched seat. Both sides, you can see it right there. That's a pretty cool little thing. You know, they ran a little tiny, this is where the gas cap's supposed to be, I don't know, it's missing it. You can see they ran a little tiny bead over the stem, so you can't unbolt the stem. So they tried to dummy proof this thing. It's even got, and I never even seen these, it's even got the little black rear fender. And I've never seen these on any actual three-wheelers that we've seen in person. Those are always missing. So it is a pretty cool little thing. Well, I'd show you the inside of the electronics. I mean, this thing would have probably been pretty easy to break into. They got the quarters out. You see the quarters sitting right here on the bottom. So there would have been like a container right here. I mean, that's all there was for a little lock. This little lock right here. I don't know how people didn't break into these things, or I don't know if maybe they did break into these things, because that's all that's on there for a latch. And then you obviously drop the quarter down, the quarter comes in, it hits this mechanism here, and so I don't know what this is. It's a timer, obviously, but I don't know. 102382. I don't know, obviously, if that's how many quarters went in it. I don't know if that's how many minutes it's actually run. I'm not 100% sure of that. I will throw another quarter in here just to show you guys how this thing runs with nobody on it, without a loud ass like me on it. So yeah, it is pretty cool. '85 Tri-Zinger 60. That's all it does. Up and down, back and forth. On an oblong circle, basically, is all it is. It's going around in an oblong circle. So for all you vintage guys that like to see cool shit, there you go, man. I think this thing's pretty cool. They were actual, from what I've heard, very few. I heard they did a few ATC 70s. I've never actually seen one, and I haven't seen a body kit or anything for one, so I don't know. But some people on the Honda page said they did make an ATC 71. Yeah, I don't know. Not a lot of these around. They are around. There's actually another one of these in the parking lot. The guy next door has one. He has a red one of these. Not quite as in good shape, but it still works and everything. So yeah, I just figured I'd throw a video up here, show you guys a little vintage. So we're going to be doing a lot more vintage videos. We're going to be doing restores, showing you how to weld, showing you how to powder coat, showing you where we get parts, so on and so on. Survivors up to restores, and down to beaters, I guess. But check us out, like our page, subscribe. McNasty Customz.